Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name is what? My name is who? My name is Bricket Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 186. Welcome back. Another week, another Friday, another week full of news, scams, propaganda, the politicians, the whole 9 yards. It's happening. It's here. It's now. We're halfway through April. We're 2 days away from the holy day. I don't mean Easter. I mean 420. Not that button.
What are we doing?
Wrong button already. 30 seconds in, we hit the wrong button. Okay, we're lucky this year that we have 2 holidays to celebrate this weekend. Are you with me? Do you hear me loud and clear? It's time. Happy Easter, everybody. For those who celebrate and believe in the Easter Bunny. I do. I'll be waiting for my basket. I have to go pick it up at Sandy's house, and she's going to make me hunt the house to find it.
What are we doing?
And, it's fine. I asked her. I said, Mom, hello, I'm 33 this year. Do I still get an Easter basket? And she said, of course, son. Come over first thing Easter morning. So I'm going to leave my son here at the house. He can do whatever. He doesn't get an Easter basket. We don't really do that here in this house. But then I'm going to go over to Sandy's, get my Easter basket, and yippee-ki-yay, happy Easter, everyone. And so we're back. We're on YouTube if you haven't done so already, because I know statistically you most likely haven't hit the subscribe button first. Then the next order of operation is to hit the like button and then hit the bell, the notification. Get those on and make it happen, Captain. Not the crunch, the ship, Jack Sparrow. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
As you can tell, I'm on one today, okay? ABBA gets you pumped up in the morning, okay? It's the PMs now, but it was the AMs just a little bit ago, but it's fine, dude. Everything's going to be fine. You know why? Because it's how it goes. So we got scammed this week. A lot of people are calling it a scam. I'm here to clear the air. I'm here to clear some things up with what went down just a mere 24 to 25 hours ago at the redrobbin.com domain. For those of you who are loyal, royal, Red Robin reward subscribers such as myself.
What are we doing?
You'll most likely already know that for the last week, we have been getting bombarded with emails and TikToks and everyone screaming from the mountaintops that Red Robin was preparing for a National Burger Month, which happens to be May. Next month is National Burger Month. And so to prepare for that, they were giving away passes. For $20, you could go to Red Robin once a day, every day in May, and get a free cheeseburger and bottomless side, whether that be of French fries, or if you're trying to be health conscious like me, a little bit of broccoli. And so that was obviously an immense value. Use it once, let alone twice. It's already paid for itself. If you use it more than that, then you're just, boom, you're banking free burgers, okay? And if you're someone like me, listen, we frequent Red Robin frequently.
What are we doing?
It's about at least once to now sometimes twice, depending on the mood, a week. We are at a Red Robin, whether it be here out on the Pike or up in Harrisburg. And so basically we're a Red Robin royal loyal family. Okay, when they have the deals, we know about them. Do we have a different phone number for every month of the year, January through December, to get a free burger at least once a month? It's a birthday burger, yes or yes?
What are we doing?
Okay, when you go to Red Robin as much as we do, you have to know how to play the system, because once you've gone through the entire menu, you then start to get creative, okay? And so, yeah, we've got a bunch of phone numbers. We've got family and friends who don't necessarily enjoy the restaurant. We've sacrificed their phone numbers as well. At any given time, we most likely have some form of a reward to use at Red Robin. Now, is that probably against the rules and their terms of use and policies? Most likely, but the issue is I've given them already too much of my money, so they can't afford not to have me anymore.
What are we doing?
Now, it also stems from the boy, the autistic child that is my son. He loves Red Robin. It's one of the 3 things on this planet that he eats. So when and if we can, we go and get him the chicken fingers and the fries because he eats it all. That means he has a full stomach, and eating is best for children that are growing in his age. And so essentially we just have to do it. It's to the point now where Megs doesn't order anything anymore because she can't really stomach it. We've eaten there so much. We have Red Robin down to a science. So much so that last year, I think, or the year before, during Christmas time, they did this $100 free appetizer gift card promo. If you bought a VIP silver platinum $100 gift card, you also then could use that gift card for like 3 months. And every time you came in, you got a free appetizer, to the point where we then turn those appetizers into our meals, hacking the system even further. So when this news dropped, and I heard that for the entire month of May, especially my birthday month, okay, I can give my free phone number burger to someone else who maybe wants it, because for my entire birthday month, I was going to buy this $20 all month burger pass. And what had happened was too many people wanted it. And Red Robin made one royal mistake. They relied on the wrong third-party payment processor to essentially handle all of the checking out and the credit card and debit card information and confirming of the orders and the emails and the gift cards and sending them out, and basically handling all of the orders for the entire promotion. Because whereas Red Robin's website, I will give them props, their servers were able to handle the traffic. It was slow. It timed out a couple of times, but upon a 1 or 2 refresh, you got to redrobin.com. Where you failed, where the 504 server errors came out, where the 503 system errors started coming in, is when you got to the third-party payment processor. Red Robin, shame on you. You should have called me.
What are we doing?
And I would have told you, hey, maybe we should check out another company for the payment processor. I don't know if this one's going to be able to handle all the traffic. Is this who Applebee's used for their recent crazy $20 date night free food promo? Maybe we should go with the one they did, because they didn't seem to have this issue. So essentially, the traffic from the promotion crashed the payment processor, and I have not heard or seen. We've been scouring the Reddits and TikTok feeds of just about everyone involved. I don't know if anyone was actually able to check out. So that, in and of itself, leaves me hopeful for potentially the near future. Because if that is the case, and no one was able to check out because of so much traffic just flooding and crashing, even the people who did get to the checkout were claiming that like they were trying to charge $680 for the product and the promo code didn't work. Something went wrong there. AKA, I'm assuming the intern who set up this product made it an outrageous price so that no one would actually buy it, and they didn't change it back, or something happened when the product came. I don't know. But basically, the third-party payment processor screwed Red Robin out of their entire Red Robin Burger Month promotion. And so whether that be the case, or we believe the TikTok conspiracies themselves, it might be just the fact that Red Robin pulled the wall over all of us. Now, as a firm royal loyalist of the Red Robin, especially that of here in Pennsylvania, I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe that this was a planned scam from the beginning. I don't want to believe the conspiracy theory of the PR stunt of them just saying this was going to be a thing, so we all went there and had Red Robin on our mind, making TikToks about it. Now their SEO's up. Now their sales are up anyways. They didn't need the sales from the $20 cards because it was all just a ploy to begin with. I don't want to believe it. But it still potentially might honestly maybe be the truth. But at the end of the day, I believe, based on the problems I personally had trying to log on that day, basically, I think the payment processor crashed out and didn't know how to handle the traffic. And so I don't think it was a conspiracy theory, but at the end of the day, I would venture to guess. I don't know of anyone who did. If you got a card, reach out, let us know, DM us, email us, call me, whatever, just Google me, I don't care, and let me know. Because I haven't seen or heard any success stories. I had no success. Multiple windows, multiple browsers, multiple devices. When these things go live, they go like quicksand. If you're not on it within the first 30 seconds, it's sold out already.
What are we doing?
And so I think this $100 pass just, or not $100 pass, this $20, this one was $20, dude. $20, and you can walk in every day for 30 days and get yourself to go, dine in, whatever. Get yourself a free premium cheeseburger and some French fries, a little sauce on the side, extras, bacon, whatever's included. You want an egg on it, that's free. You want avocado spread on it, that's free. You want the queso lava overflow cheeseburger, that's included. Get one for free. For $20, you're insane if you don't think every American on this planet, how in the world was the third-party payment processor and even Red Robin themselves, most of the blame falls on them too, they're not completely scot-free, but how they did not assume that every single adult human being with access to a debit card with at least $20 on it, which I would imagine is about 99% of people.
What are we doing?
Would not be at redrobin.com waiting for this deal, whether they like cheeseburgers or not. They know someone who does. And for $20, a month's worth of free food, most people survive on one meal a day, let alone can only afford it, let alone grocery prices. Eggs are at the highest. The stores are continuing to raise prices on products every single day. I just paid $6 for one single regular size box of cereal at the store the other day, when for the same price, half a price, I got a full family size, like 6-8 types of big chunks of meat of chicken for this. Like, the prices are outrageous. You have to work to find the deals now, folks. Be smart. But all I'm saying is, shame on Red Robin for thinking that every single American wasn't going to try and score hundreds of dollars. Because, I mean, if you think their average burger price there, I can tell you their average burger price is about $17 to $19 if you get the gourmet ones. If you get the little double stack ones, which equals a patty anyways, they're $10. That's how you outsmart the system. But if you get one of the gourmet ones, it's like $16, $15, $14, $16, $17. So like, a $17 cheeseburger times, let's say you go 25 days, you know, presumably you're not going to go every day. Things are going to come up. You go 25 days out of the month on average, you get the free burger worth $17. It's a $425 value. I'm sure people will do the math and exploit it to get the most that they possibly can. That was just one example. And at the end of the day, Red Robin, you kind of, you failed us. But hopefully they'll make it right, okay? Usually when things like this happen where no one gets in, they run it back, get a new payment processor, get a new third party, make sure they can handle the influx of traffic, and then announce a new date and time and do it all over again. Most likely implement a waiting system or some form of ticketing system like Shopify does when Jeffree Star inevitably drops a new pallet and they crash his website every time him and Shane Dawson collabs, aka circa, like what, 2015?
What are we doing?
And so it's the Red Robin scam of the century, and just scam after scam after scam after scam after scam. It sounds like that one song, put it up, scam after scam after scam, that they play at the resorts. It's a Spanish song, I think. Scam after scam after scam. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to say it's because of me, but it most likely is. I just need a little bit more time to get my show together And with that information, it is my due diligence to tell you, breaking news, Fyre Fest 2 has been officially postponed.
What are we doing?
Fyre Fest 2 will not be happening on May 30th to June 2nd. I need more time to get my show together since I am the only act that they haven't reached out to yet. We haven't worked out the terms and conditions of my contract. To be honest with you, it's probably one of the easiest. Someone just needs to sign it at Billy McFarland's team. We've sent numerous phone calls and emails to them, but they haven't reached back out yet. So we're assuming that this announcement came based on the fact that they're still reviewing our contract, my terms, my rider, what we want, what size room, how many people we're bringing, comp tickets. I want all green M&Ms in a bowl next to all purple M&Ms in a bowl. The purple ones need to be peanut and the green ones need to be peanut butter. Don't get it switched. Don't mess it up. And if you do, we're going to have a great show. I think Jeff said that there were shipment delays with the boards that will be karate chopping. So those should be coming within a matter of weeks. And then also a couple of other things that we just need to sort out with some fans and commenters. They want to be a part of the show. I'm probably adding a stand-up comedy routine somewhere in there. It'll be my first time doing that. I've already got like 5 minutes of literally a solid stand-up routine. I'm considering doing an open mic night in town one of these afternoons.
What are we doing?
Not even joking. I'm probably going to go practice at like Laugh At or wherever, Comedy Zone or whatever open mic night I can find just to work on my 5 to 10 minutes. And if I can get a solid 5 to 10 minutes of stand-up in, boom, it's a 90-minute show, babe.
What are we doing?
So basically Fyre Fest 2 and the people at the headquarters need more time to review my contract and everything that goes into the permits and the fire, and the stage has to be rebuilt. We need a whole custom structure that I have to fall into, Taylor Swift style, like the whole 9 yards. So we postpone the whole event. We're not sure on the new dates yet. It's definitely not happening in Mexico. We're thinking, rumors in the Twitter sphere are swirling. We're either thinking, hear me out, we're either thinking of having it on City Island in Harrisburg or Inner Harbor, Baltimore.
What are we doing?
We're bringing it like northeast, okay? We're bringing it northeast. We'll do it in the summertime, so it'll be plenty hot. You can lay in your chair either out like by the harbor or City Island. Hello, the whole thing. It's an island surrounded by water. Bring your lawn chairs. Ladies, get your tan on. Across the way, we'll have vendors. We'll have DJs there. I've DJ'd on City Island before, so it'll be easy for me. They've got a merry-go-round. They've got mini golf. Eat your heart out. We'll go down to the baseball field. We'll get a kickball game going. I'll be DJing there. I'm trying to convince Billy to have Fyre Fest 2 now on City Island in Harrisburg. And so if you know anyone over there, tell them to reach out to me, tell them to reach out to the fire team, because we're actively looking for a new spot that can not only accommodate my act, because I need a whole stage. I got to break boards. I need fire. I got to do magic. I got to sing. I got to dance. I got to do comedy. I got to do a whole live podcast. So we're going to have to like wheel out a table with microphones like this on it. I don't know if I want people on stage, off stage. I'm going to need background dancers, like the whole 9 yards. I'm thinking the baseball stadium at City Island in Harrisburg is where Billy McFarland, I think I'm going to get him on the phone right after we're done this episode and see if we can't make Fyre Fest 2 happen right here in like the backyard.
What are we doing?
We're only a hop, skip away, you know what I mean? And we'll be right there. So we'll be ready to perform. We can practice there. We can do rehearsals there. I think based on what we saw from Fyre Fest 1 and everything we've seen from planning so far at Fyre Fest 2, I think it's not too far off to have Fyre Fest 2 now that Mexico's completely off the table. We just do it, boom, bam, Harrisburg, City Island. We've got the stadium for performances. That stadium can hold thousands of people, Billy.
What are we doing?
You've got beach area all around the island if they want to lay out, play in the water, play in the Susquehanna water a little bit, get your toes wet, splish splash around. I can't guarantee you that an invasive species fish that they call a snake-like that we're supposed to cut the heads off of because they just kill all the other fish in the Susquehanna, let alone all the bodies floating. Look out for those, but you can splish splash around in the Susquehanna. You can tan, play mini golf, go for a walk, get on the merry-go-round. You want to bring your kids? They have rides. They have a merry-go-round. They have a little choo-choo train you can put your kids on. You can have a great time, I think. I just came up with, it was a bit, and much like every other week on this podcast, the bits inevitably just make more and more sense to the point where I'm honestly thinking that in order to make Fyre Festival 2 successful, Billy McFarland needs to call me.
What are we doing?
He needs to call me. We need to get in touch. Oh, by the way, they're bringing the boat. The paddle boat, the SS Minnow paddle boat that Sandy got married on. My mother got married to her current husband years and years and years ago on the Pride of the Susquehanna, that big red and white paddle boat that they store on City Island. Sandy Dunkel got married on that thing. I was only this tall. I was so young, I barely remember it. It was pouring down rain that day, but by God, we got on the paddle boat. We got on the Pride of the Susquehanna. We had a great time. It was a great wedding. I don't remember any of it because I was 10 years old. And so basically, they're getting that back out. Your friends, you can go on a boat ride at Fyre Fest 2. Free boat rides with every ticket.
What are we doing?
Just think about that for a minute. When Fyre Fest 2 was in Mexico, you had to pay $500,000 for your ticket just to get the boat ride private yacht experience. Fyre Festival 2, Harrisburg City Island, boat rides are included with admission. I mean, the only way that this will be a success, Billy McFarland, call me tomorrow. You need to call me. I have I have four phone numbers. Megs has 2 phone. There are 6 phone numbers that you can call, and multiple devices throughout this entire house will ring. Call me tomorrow. I'll pick up the phone. I'll let you know what's going on. We're talking free boat rides, beach, water, mini golf, games, arcade rides. There is, I think, an arcade on the island. There's a bridge. We can take photos on the bridge. You can do whatever you want on the bridge. Hey, bring some bungee cords. Let's go bungee jumping into the Susquehanna off the bridge. I'm sure we could get permits for that. Let's not kill anybody, but we probably will. F it.
What are we doing?
Billy McFarland needs. I'm telling you, if you want to save this, if you want to give every single hater on TikTok a reason to not hate you and make fun of the fact that you're just doing the same shit again, you need to call me. And that's the bottom line.
What are we doing?
So everyone's up in a tizzy, up in a hufflepuff, if you will, about this Katy Perry all-female space crew expedition, okay? We've got Katy Perry, we've got Gayle King, Oprah's best friend, lesbian lover, and we've got Jeff Bezos' wife, and a couple other women that no one knows the names of. A couple people have said them, but no one really, that's not the story here.
What are we doing?
And so we all thought leading into the experience that it was going to be this kind of cool, holy shit, we're sending Katy Perry into space. And what in reality happened is she kind of went up and then kind of came back down. And then that was kind of it. And people were like, hey, 11 minutes? Do you know what we could have gotten done in those 11 minutes?
What are we doing?
How much money did we spend? Billions of dollars in 11 minutes? And now what's fascinating about all of this, this uproar, get it? What's fascinating about the uproar over Katy Perry going to outer space is that 99% of the hate is coming from women.
What are we doing?
And so basically the consensus among the female population. I know a lot of my followers are of the male genitalia. And so, based on that statistic alone, I fully understand that you, my friend, listening as a man, do not understand women. And I am here to explain them to you. So, here's why women are mad at the all women crew. There's multiple reasons for which I don't really quite myself understand. I was joking. And so they're hating on them. It doesn't make sense. Hey, the biggest question is like, why go?
What are we doing?
And I'll tell you what, we figured it out. I thought about it long and hard. And the only logistical explanation that I can have for Jeff Bezos sending his wife and a couple other female celebrities and influencers and people we should know about to outer space is essentially, basically, in the most common sense, it's the beta test for intergalactic trafficking.
What are we doing?
I'm telling you, this is it. The billionaires are bored. They can only buy so many mega yachts, so many properties, so many sports cars, so many iPhones, so much of this. The billionaires are bored. So what do they do now? Just on a whim of a monthly basis, they just send rockets up to space. Sometimes they have people in them. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they leave without people and come back with people. That's just the state of the union we're in. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, the billionaires of the world don't give a shit about their mega yachts anymore. They're just kind of chilling in the harbor because now it's a race to space. And so with that comes the inevitable, you know what I mean? Intergalactic trafficking. I'm telling you, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they're going to start shipping bitches all over the galaxy.
What are we doing?
Katy Perry and Gayle, just the touch, just a scratch of the surface. I'm telling you, within the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to be like, hey, where'd that one Elon Musk baby mama drama go? Elon Musk shipped her to Mars on a one-way ticket. There's no telling what's going to happen when she gets there, but she's gone, baby girl. If it's the main mission for Blue Origin to launch trash into space, because let's face it, human beings are fat, sloppy pigs, and we're all disgusting, and we produce way too much trash.
What are we doing?
To the point where there's just heaps of it in countries overseas. There's heaps of it on barges and landfills and mountains and hills. The favorite game I love to play is when we're driving through the rural streets of Pennsylvania here, and I'm like, "Hey, Megs, look at that beautiful hill of grass over there. Wouldn't it be so much fun? Like, wouldn't it be so cool to climb that big, beautiful hill of grass and just look over the landscape?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, that does look like a nice hill of grass, doesn't it?" And I'm like, "That hill of grass is a landfill. It's made of trash."
What are we doing?
And so I'm pretty sure I read somewhere the Blue Origin's job is just to launch trash into space. So naturally, Katy Perry, Gayle, Bezos' wife, and a couple of other females that I didn't bother to do the research on their names for this week. I'm sorry, I was tired. And so basically they got launched. They went up. Katy Perry sang a song, not E.T., by the way.
What are we doing?
The fact that Katy Perry was in space for no more than 7 minutes and didn't sing the song E.T., like, what are you talking? Like, why the fuck would Katy Perry not be as close to the aliens as she was ever going to be and start singing the only song she has about aliens? Get on the microphone. There's got to be a loudspeaker or an Amazon Echo on the outside of that Blue Origin spaceship and start singing. They should have been blasting E.T. by Katy Perry the whole way. Like, how's the song go? Like, phone home, we see. Phone home, we are not the same, I am an alien, or whatever Lil Wayne and Katy Perry said in that one song, E.T.
What are we doing?
Like, it doesn't, so it wouldn't make sense. So here's Kate, listen to Katy Perry. Listen to her. This is her getting back. She kisses the ground. It is so fun to watch this. Look. It's just, yep. All right, we're back. Space.com.
Katie!
Huh.
Katie,
Here she is.
No, you're not the crier of the group.
Feeler of the group.
No, you are not.
I'm crier.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
Let's pause
What
right
are we
there.
doing?
How do we think the actual astronauts in NASA, like the actual, like you went to school, you got straight A's all the way through your first year of college, you went on to get your master's, your other degree, your third degree, and then you finally get accepted into the space program. You put in hundreds of hours of simulations, training, putting on the suit, dealing with the mental capacity of going to space, anti-gravity, what that does to your body, explaining to your family that you could die because guess what? Rockets explode. Like an actual put in the work, legitimate astronaut would feel after hearing like those two people we just rescued, the two people we just rescued from the International Space Station, ask them how they feel about Katy Perry and everyone else seemingly on the planet willing to give her now the title of an official astronaut.
What are we doing?
Smidge bit insane, but I'll take it because it is what it is.
I feel super connected to love. So connected to love. I think this experience
Could be an astronaut.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
Bro,
I feel super connected to love.
What are we doing?
Katy Perry gets in a remote controlled rocket ship. No one hit the launch button. There was not a pilot, not a real astronaut was on board. This was all remote control. Hey, I got a remote control car downstairs. I can do the same thing with my son in a little 6-wheeler RC toy car thing that we got him off a TikTok shop, and I can control him through the neighborhood so he doesn't swerve into the neighbor's car.
What are we doing?
I can do the same thing. It's not that impressive. So then she gets in, they fly up, they fly down. How is this any different from the Air Force Zero gravity plane? It's like not. They went up like 1,000 more feet. They could see a little bit more of the Earth. They breached the bubble of space and then bloop, came all the way back down. And Katy Perry, her response is,
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel super connected to love.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I mean, I'm starting to feel it. I need to hear her say it again.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
Say it again.
I feel super connected to love. So
I'm coming
connected to
around.
love. I think this
I'm coming around.
experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give, and how loved you are until the day you launch.
We had these incredible shots of Daisy
What?
watching you as the rocket, it'll make me cry, as the rocket's going up, and she was so proud. Just kept saying, Mommy, Mommy. And I know you'll feel the same way when you watch it. And you brought a real life Daisy up.
That's
it was
right.
important for you.
All right, well, now I'm going to fucking cry.
What are we doing?
I'm crying. You know what I mean? Katy Perry's making me cry on a Friday at about 1 p.m. And I didn't plan on doing that. I thought I was just here to make fun of her. And now the emotions have changed. And I kind of sort of just want to stop all the hate. Can you please leave Katy Perry alone? She's an astronaut. She's an astronaut. She went up there. Her daughter's name's Daisy. It's why she had the Daisy. She put her set list on the butterfly. She sang a song, Gayle said, and then they came back down. She's a goddamn American hero. She's an astronaut.
What are we doing?
I need all the hate to stop. There's no conspiracy here. The Red Robbin thing might have been a conspiracy, but Katy Perry being an astronaut in 2025, hey, I'm checking off my bingo card. Leave Katy Perry alone. You know what I mean? But then, of course, after all the hate, after all of the hate and the confusion, Gayle, the second person most recognizable on this flight, has a lot to say about it. She's pissy. Gayle's getting real pissy about the comments. Gayle is 100%, even though Oprah's just sitting there telling her, Gayle, don't read the comments, Gayle. Oprah tells Gayle not to read the comments.
What are we doing?
And I'm telling you, she reads the comments every single time. And that's why Gayle is caught saying shit like this, okay? Gayle gets real defensive. When you, hey, listen, if you from now on don't recognize Gayle King as an astronaut and someone who did something so heroically terrifying that most human beings can't even comprehend, then she's not having it. She's not having it, and she's got something to say. She's lashing back. Okay.
I don't like that people are calling it a ride. A ride, you never see a male astronaut who's going up in space and they said, oh, he took a ride. We actually duplicated the route that Alan Shepard did.
Hey.
That's why this particular capsule is called the New Shepard. We duplicated that route.
Hey, Gayle, what'd you doing there? You took a ride?
What are we doing?
Hey, Gayle, were you steering the ship? Were you walking out in space? Did you fix the space station? Did you walk on the moon? Whether anyone has ever actually walked on the moon, that's another story for another day. But Gayle, what exactly about the experience, Miss Gayle, is not the direct definition of you and your friends getting in this little pod of a rocket ship, going up into space, coming right back down for a 14-minute round trip? What part of that is you not going for a ride?
What are we doing?
I love Gayle. Gayle's so funny. Oprah tells Gayle not to read the
Going
comments.
up in space and they said, oh, he took a ride. We
Gayle's
actually
pissed.
duplicated the route that Alan Shepard did. That's why this particular capsule is called the New Shepard. We duplicated that route. No one said he took that ride. Yeah. It's always referred to as a flight or a journey. So I feel that that's a little disrespectful to what the mission was and what the work that Blue Origin does.
That's right.
We use space technology all the time, whether it's your GPS, whether it's your satellite. That doesn't just happen.
That's right.
Every time a flight goes up, they get
People
some
like
type
Gayle
of
put the
information.
satellites in the sky.
What are we doing?
But two of the astronauts on board, one is a rocket scientist, one is an astrophysicist activist. We're actually doing
That's why no one knows their names.
Experiments. But every time one of those goes up, you get some information that can be used for something else. So I wish people would do more due diligence. And then my question is, have y'all been to space? Have you been to space? Go to space or go to Blue Origin and see what they do and how they...
No, Gayle, we haven't been to space because most people can't afford to exit the grocery store.
What are we doing?
She says, have you been to space?
Go to space.
Go to space.
Have you
Call
been to
Blue
space?
Origin. Have you been to space? Go to space. Listen, pick up the phone tomorrow if you don't have anything going on this weekend. Pick up the phone. Call Blue Origin. Jeff Bezos will pick up. His wife will be there. They'll congratulate you. Say, I want to go to space. They'll say, great. We've got a shipment in May going up. You can go up too. Take the same trip Gayle did. You'll be an astronaut just like Gayle King. So if you go to space this weekend, then you're allowed to compliment on Gayle and talk shit and do whatever you want to say about Gayle being an astronaut and not going on a ride because they're astronauts now. And Gayle said, if you've never been to space, then you better
Have
go.
y'all been to space?
Have y'all been to space?
Have y'all been to space?
What are we doing?
Been to space? Go to space or go to Blue Origin and see what they do and how they
That's right.
do, and then come back and say, this is a terrible thing. I've had so
Dude, I'm
many-
going to space, bro. I'm going to space, and I'm going to see why or how or what isn't. What I'm going to let you guys know. You can't trust people like Gayle. You can't trust people like Katy Perry. You can't trust people like Gayle. So I'm going to call Blue Origin this weekend. I'm going to get a flight log together. I'm going to get a group of influencers to pay for the whole thing. I'm going to go to space because I believe that I am the only person here. I'm the only person notable enough to go on a Blue Origin flight and come back and tell you the truth about actually what happened, how we handled it, what goes on up there, where the aliens are. I'll be able to see them. I'll get real close. I'll be right up there. I should be able to see them from the bubble. And then boom, I'll come back. I'll get on this podcast and I'll tell you guys the 100% truth of what it's like and what happened and what goes on and everything behind the scenes and the training and the emotions and everything going on. Whether I feel love like Katy Perry or a little pissy like Gayle, because you then also too will not recognize me as an astronaut, but by God, I'm getting business cards made.
What are we doing?
You know? So there's a new crew because of the success of this one, right? Because of the success of this launch, they're putting together another crew to go up in May. Now, if you thought this all-female crew was crazy, this next one's going to be a little bit of a mixed bag, but we've got some big names here. Listen to this. Launching in May 2025, so sometime within the next month, we've got none other than the next all-star Blue Origin crew. Listen to this list. Tom Cruise, Kendall Jenner, Jameis Winston. I don't know who he is, but I'm sure a lot of you people do. I probably said his name wrong. I'm sorry. Drewski, Young Thug, and Angel Reese.
What are we doing?
Tom Cruise, Kendall Jenner, Winston, Drewski, Young Thug, and Angel Reese are all set to go up Blue Origin 2.0. This is going to be the new thing. Every month, a new group of celebs go up, risk their chance, risk their shot, see if they can get to space, make contact with the aliens. 5 minutes later, come right back down. This is the new norm, and we're going to be doing this now for the rest of our lives. So come right back. You know what I mean? If you want to see Drewski in space, Tom Cruise, Kendall Jenner. We're not sure about the implants on Kendall. A lot of people said the pressure from space might pop her boobs, and so we might not be able to let her go. Bezos' wife was fine. Katy Perry and the all-female crew was fine. All of their cheek fillers didn't explode, so we might be good to go with Kendall. Young Thug, Drewski, let's go. I'm excited for the May launch of Blue Origin. Let me know in the comments below who you think, what celebrity, singer, actress, actor, whoever you're into. Let me know who you think would make for a good Blue Origin cast going up next month, this summer, and basically for the remainder of 2025, for however long we're doing these launches. Listen, we've heard it for the last couple of weeks now. RFK Jr. has made it his sincerest and deepest goal to not only abolish the American food system. Okay, he's already tackling the sugars and the red food dyes and trying to make things healthy by 2027 and all these promises of RFK Jr. cleaning up America. His other secondary topic at hand is coming up with a solution, a reason, a cause, whatever type of situation that is assumingly causing this autistic epidemic in the United States. It's said, based on research, that 1 out of every 20 little boys is autistic, and it is said that that number is growing by the wayside. Everybody and their sister now has some form of Asperger's, autism, adults, children, teenagers, whether they're diagnosed young or old. You know what I mean? Some people use it as a crutch and some people actually have the disease. There's crazy people out there, but some people, much like my son and my friends and other people I know personally, 1000% have and were assumingly born with autism. Do we know why? No, not really. We could all have our speculations, whether some people believe it's environmental, some people believe vaccines are the cause, some people believe it's Tylenol, some people think it happens at pregnancy, in vitro, at birth, or whatever the situation may be. We all have our theories, but RFK Jr. is taking it amongst himself into his own hands to cure and give the American citizens a reason behind why most of our children seemingly are now autistic.
What are we doing?
And so, of course, with the topic hitting home, it's a little heavy. We've got the boy, we've got friends, we've got family members. It's this situation now where this administration, they continue to do these things that trickle down and will directly affect and talking to and about people and affecting their lives. So much so that, like, heard from a little birdie the other day, not to bring Elon back into the conversation, but apparently a certain school districts out in Lancaster were partially funded via government funds and other subsidized programs, to the point now where we know people whose child's IEP just got revoked because now that Lancaster School District has no special needs program, no funding. They shut it down. That child's IEP exists no more. And so now, boom, they're just tossed to the wolves. And that child, that student who just needed a smidge of extra support and a little bit of help on a daily basis is now has to configure and deal with the world in the terms of however the school and the education system dictates it for every other student. And so when it starts to hit home and it gets local and it becomes a situation where you know what I mean? IEPs are getting taken away, and the autistic parent community is worried. And of course, you know, so with government programs like DOGE shutting down education and funding and situations in that aspect, we now have what is supposed to be our unsung hero, RFK Jr. out here preaching and letting us all know that he fully understands and knows what autism is, what it's about, what it does, and people who have it essentially are on one level and plain playing field for the rest of their lives. There is no growth for autistic children or people and or adults. There is no learning. There is no coming back from it. There is no difference between your autism, that autism, his autism, and that person's autistic son, according to what is now someone who is a part of our government's administration, Mr. RFK Jr.
These are kids who will never pay taxes. They'll never hold a job. They'll never play baseball. They'll never write a poem.
He's, I'm pretty sure, at this certain part talking about my graduating class.
What are we doing?
High school or college, I'll let you decide, but I'm pretty sure he just described 98% of all millennials.
What are we doing?
Just kidding. We have to spread light on such a dark topic.
They'll never hold
Listen
a
to what he
job.
has to say.
They'll never play baseball. They'll never write a poem. They'll never go out on a date. Many of them will never use a toilet unassisted. And we have to recognize we are doing this to our children, and we need to put an end to it. This is an individual tragedy as well. Autism destroys families.
And
What
that
are we doing?
is exactly where he can go fuck himself. Autism destroys families is the wildest line I have ever heard anyone say. And I would beg to differ that he is probably the only person on this planet that believes that wholeheartedly. If you ask anyone who knows anyone who has autism, I am sure that some of their family members might not be keen and appeal to it and might just have some sensory issues themselves when it comes to being around someone else with autism. But at the end of the day, I would venture to guess if we surveyed every human being on this planet and said, hey, do you know any families that have been destroyed by autism? The results would probably be astoundingly very low, you know? So the fact that he thinks, I mean, it's kind of, listen, man, he's RFK Jr., oh boy, listen, do you know what autism isn't, dude? Do you know what it isn't? A disease, okay? It's a neurodevelopmental condition on a spectrum, okay? That's why they call it the autism spectrum. If you read any article, you would know that, RFK Jr. And it looks different in every single person who has it. Saying otherwise just reinforces ugly stereotypes and builds barriers where they just should be support for these children, these adults, anyone who has this neurological developmental condition. And guess what else, dude? Guess what else autistic people do? They go on dates. Hey man, watch Love on the Spectrum.
What are we doing?
Hey man, have you ever heard of Abby Abby and her boyfriend, dude, they've been together for like ever now, 2 to 3 years, and they're probably getting married, man. Roll a clip of them. They're going to Disney World all the time. They're dating, having a killer time, and they're autistic as fuck.
What are we doing?
They date, autistic people hold down jobs, and they 100% most certainly do and will pay taxes, okay? They actually pay taxes. As a matter of fact, hey, ask Elon Musk. Doesn't Elon Musk have autism, Asperger's? Does he pay his taxes, RFK Jr.?
What are we doing?
And yeah, we get it. Some autistic people, they need a little extra help. It doesn't make them any less than anyone else. It just means their brains need a little bit different tools to thrive, okay? Some people it's auditory, some people it's visual, some autistic people are nonverbal, and that's okay too. Here's the kicker, okay? That someone actually in their right mind would claim that autistic people ruin families. Autistic people don't ruin families, okay? But cutting off a whale's head, Mr. RFK Jr., cutting off a whale's head with a chainsaw, strapping it to the sunroof of your car, driving 5 hours home while whale juices drip on your children sitting in the back seat, that'll ruin a family.
What are we doing?
Cheating on your wife so much that they end up in a mental health spiral? Hey, RFK Jr., that'll ruin a family.
What are we doing?
Assaulting your child's babysitter? Yep. Mark it off, homeboy. That'll ruin a fucking family.
What are we doing?
So look, yes, any challenge, Mr. RFK Jr. can bring, any condition can bring challenges, okay? Life throws curveballs, but autistic people aren't a burden. They're not diseased or deficient. They're just wired a little differently, and sometimes they need more support than others. And if that's news to you, RFK Jr., maybe you should check in with a podcast host every once in a while. Hey, RFK Jr., call me.
What are we doing?
You shouldn't need a podcaster with a $400 microphone and $30,000 pair of sunglasses to tell you that autistic children ruin and burden families.
What are we doing?
Thank you. That's all I have to say. Judge Judy, sledge the hammer. Speaking of Judge Judy, by the way, the whole Judge Judy is a mob boss trend clips on TikTok, I'm dying for them. I love them. It's my new pastime. If you haven't, just search Judge Judy mob boss on TikTok and you'll be within the algorithm of infinite possibilities. The clip where she's like, what's the name and phone number of the friend that you sold the four-wheeler to? And little buddy's like, I don't have the name, I don't have the phone number, I don't have that information. And she's like, you don't have it? That's a shame. Where do you live? He says, Detroit. She's like, you want to get back to Detroit? He goes, yeah, why wouldn't I want to go home? Give me the name and phone number of the friend and you can go home. Like, she's gangster. She's been doing it for so long. Judge Judy just does not give a flying fuck anymore.
What are we doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of the What Are We Doing podcast is brought to you by our friends at Dude Robe. You need to do nothing other than go to duderobe.com. DUDEROBE.com. These guys have been seen on Shark Tank. They work with Mark Cuban. They're in with the NBA, the UFC. They've got all sorts of things going on. And Dude Robe is your one-stop shop for any Easter or holiday or birthday gifts for your loved one. Whether they're a dude or not, your kids, your spouse, your partner, it doesn't matter who they are. Every single person on this planet can and will and should enjoy the feeling and comfort of a dude robe. When I tell you all of my friends have one, Megs has one, I have one, everyone I know has a dude robe. And if you're sitting at home, like, holy shit, Levi, I know you, I don't have a dude robe, go to duderobe.com and start shopping today. The Dude Robe, why, you ask? Because they're the #1 men's bathrobe for all the right reasons. 1, it feels incredible. 2, floppy proof arm cuffs that won't sneak and drip into your bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch waffle version because it's superior, it's new, and they're probably going to take it away soon, but it's the most delicious cereal on this damn planet.
What are we doing?
3, a permanently attached belts that you can't lose. Exterior hoodie fabric. 5, towel-lined interior with superhero drying powers. 6, extra pockets to stash your manly gadgets or snacks. 7, optional matching shorts and pants. Add them to your cart. Looks cooler than every other robe on the planet is the last and final reason why you need to head to duderobe.com. And when you're checking out, okay, hit go to cart, and then there's going to be a promo code field. And guess what? In that promo code field, you're going to put in promo code, say it with me, WAWD, WAD, WAWD at duderobe.com. Promo code WAD, and you're going to get 20% off your
What
order.
are we doing?
They wanted to give you 10. They said, Levi, the standard deal is only 10%. We give all of our partners a 10% coupon code, and that's what we can do. And I said, hey, man, I only have about a couple hundred dedicated, loyal listeners. Let's give them something more. Let's give them a better deal. Let's give them 20% off. When you go to duderobe.com and use promo code WAD, you're getting 20, my friends. We doubled it for you.
What are we doing?
20% off your entire freaking order. Get yourself a dude robe. Get your best friend a dude robe. Get some shorts. Get some lounge pants. Get it all now and get your dude robe, okay? The dude robe is your ideal go-to piece of attire after a gym session, remote work days, or whether or not you're just hanging out around the house, on the couch, fresh out the shower. It doesn't matter any time of day. A dude robe is always perfect to wear. It's tailored for every dude, every age, and every single style of preference that you can think of. And it can be combined with their proprietary fabric of their matching shorts and lounge pants. Get yourselves a pair of slides, why don't you? Are you a UFC fan? Get a dude robe. Are you an NBA fan? They've got logos with them on them. Get yourself a dude robe and get yourself 20% off. They've been seen on Shark Tank. They're all over the place. They're our best friends. We all have them. We love them. Duderobe.com, DUDEROBE.com. 20% off your order. Promo code. Don't forget the promo code. Here's what's going to happen. Half you idiots are going to go fill your cart, and you're going to forget the freaking promo code, and there's nothing we can do about it. WAWD. 4 letters. It's that simple. 4 letters. 20% off. Do it today. Duderobe.com. Get it done. Be a dude. Be a chick. Get one. Be done. Be a dude in a dude robe. Back to the show.
What are we doing?
We've got one last update for everybody, okay? And this one comes from these people, man. They keep hitting us with the feels, okay? I'm talking about none other than the TLC, not TMZ. Jesus, they're not on TMZ quite often. But these two sisters are on TLC, and we're here to learn something today.
What are we doing?
We've got big news, okay? Our girl Tammy has a secret. Now, for those of you who aren't caught up with the lives of Tammy and her sister, they've both lost 1,000 pounds. They still call the name of the show 1,000 Pound Sisters. Hey, TLC channel, change it.
What are we doing?
You can't have a show called 1,000 Pound Sisters when they're not 1,000 pounds anymore. Tammy's just kind of a floppy bag of skin because she's lost so much weight, and her sister kind of sort of figured it out. And so they're living their lives now. And basically all this show has become is just them as the Kardashians of the TLC channel. And basically we've got now what is possibly could end up being the worst decision of her life, or potentially the bravest, or potentially the best decision of her lives. We do not know how this plays out, but we have got an important announcement from Tammy herself. Take a look.
There's something I haven't told my family. Amy's not the only one that's been seeing somebody new.
Amy's.
So have I.
Uh-oh. Tammy's got herself a new boo.
What are we doing?
I mean, now when Meg showed me this clip, shout out to Megs, she didn't spoil it for me. I had conspiracy theories. I thought I knew what was coming. I may or may not have been right. The secrets will eventually be revealed.
I have been seeing someone for the past couple months, and
Couple months.
it's going pretty well.
Pretty well.
I think I want to approach this.
She lost all that weight and she still can't get herself into the damn van.
What are we doing?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Relationship different than I have in the past. So I haven't told my family, because my family gonna have something to say about it.
What are they gonna say?
You know, I think my family probably has more opinions than the world has.
You know that's right, sister.
What are we doing?
We all can relate to Tammy. Am I right? Am I right?
Because they be farting so much.
I love her.
The person I'm dating is a woman.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
The person you're dating is a what?
A few years ago, I came out as pansexual.
Did we know this? Damn it, I keep hitting the freaking hub button, dude. Forgive me. It's just the hub button. It doesn't mean anything. I'm slightly attracted to Tammy. I'll be 100% honest with you, but I didn't know. Did I miss this? Why didn't we cover this news?
What are we doing?
No one told me Tammy was pans. Well, now it all makes sense. Damn, Tammy. All right, go ahead, girl. Tammy's been out. We should have known this. If she's been out as pans, then why would her family have anything to say about it? Oh man, I gotta sit down and watch this whole episode. Here we go.
But after Caleb passing,
That's right.
I don't want to be with men anymore.
Her poor husband. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
That's what Meg says to me all the time. She's like, if I pass away, or if we ever break up, she's probably gonna be done with the male species and just like start, kind of relying on her girlfriends for emotional, physical, and other kind of, support. You know what I mean, ladies?
What are we doing?
No, I doubt it. Listen, Megs, I would go date someone or be with someone else, find your forever, you know what I mean? I know I'm a piece of shit. It's fine, she's gonna marry me anyways, but when I inevitably go, I hope she then finds the next one that can, support her financially.
What are we doing?
So, like, we get it, but you know what I mean? Tammy.
I don't know how my family's going to react when I tell them
She's scared.
I'm seeing a woman.
She's scared, bro. She's scared. And I mean, hey, some of us, we all know people. We all know people who've been there. We all know people who were afraid to bring their significant other to Easter dinner. And, we did. And things got a little awkward. And then grandma's like, who is this? Just your friend? Why are you bringing, don't they have a family or a significant other they could be with? Like, and then you're like, no, grandma, she's here with me. She's my thing. And like, you know what I mean? We had to get over that awkward family dinner situation where, someone started showing up with the same sex friend partner at every single family gathering of occasion. And then eventually 5 years later, grandma catches on.
What are we doing?
She prays about it and then everything's okay. And then, eventually she gets over it and then the partner eventually becomes part of the family. We've all been there in our lifetimes, whether it be someone we know or a family member or what have you. Tammy's not the only one. And so we're with her. We're supporters, okay? LGBTQABC+. We're here. we're down. Listen, I've got friends, I got family members. They know I love them. And so the letters, I fuck them. It's like LGBTQ, HDMI, VGA, export, Windows 7 #1.
What are we doing?
There's too many letters now. Even they'll tell you. Like the flag changes every year. There's a new color. They got to buy a new flag and put it out. They're expensive. The people of the community, the LGBTQ plus community, they're tired of spending money on new flags. So we've got to stop adding letters and stop changing it.
What are we doing?
You know, I mean, I'm just not speaking for him, just personal, just what I hear through the grapevine. You know what I'm saying? So Tammy's got a secret. Who knows if the family took it well? You're going to have to tune in to the all new episode this week on the TLC channel of the 1,000-Pound Sisters. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Levi McCurdy. This has been another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me this week. Thank you so much for hitting that like button. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for doing everything that it is that you do to run up the numbers and watch and comment and feed the algorithm so that we will continue to grow and do this every week and do it every day and do it every single waking hour. We're posting clips and shorts and Jeff and everything, the edits. And I mean, we are just constantly pumping and dumping content. Get it done, make it happen, hit like, hit subscribe. And ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week. Peace out, everybody.